Although when Diane Rehm interviewed her, and she had gone through all this research looking at what we found in the brains of monks because of meditation, some kind of left prefrontal lobe versus right prefrontal lobe data, right? Basically just saying that you're a happier person if you meditate regularly. That's all they really found, right? That's all they found, but it's good news because we did research, right? We're not just talking about what I heard. We studied the brain of non-meditators and studied the brains of people who meditate a lot, right? And that's really important. And she said she didn't have time. She had time to write this book. She didn't have time to meditate. Okie dokie. So you got all this research, you're going to die from a heart attack because you don't do what you know. That's why you can't think your way to emotional intelligence. You have to do things. Right? Reading about salad is not going to help you if you keep eating donuts. Okay. It's just like working out. It really is. And then, talk about neuroplasticity. I believe if somebody were to scan my brain 5 years ago and then scan it now, my brain has created new neural connections around that act of meditation. More cortical real estate. So that if I sit now, in seconds, I'm calm. Now my mind is still going, but my body is solid. That's what happens over time. That's how change happens. We keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And we say to the resistance is futile. I sculpt my life. I am the master of my life. And if I don't do it this time, then I'm going back to do it the next time. That's the power of being human. You can stand as tall as a redwood tree as an emotional, spiritual, psychological being. Intellectual too. Now you know how you feel. You come into work. Some of us get in our cars on our way to work and we're irritated. Just the thought of going to work irritates us. And we have dialogue on our way to work. I know she's going to come in there with her bull. But when she do, what I'm going to say is da-da-da-da-da. And then she's going to say, and then I'm going to say da-da-da-da-da. You got a whole fight. You know, when you see the person, you're like, what? It's like, hey, good morning. But you've already fought with them. You're ready for round 2, and they don't even know what you're talking about. That's only funny because we know, right? Managing our emotions. I think what's really important is this. We don't want to suppress our emotions. We want to shape them in ways that benefit us. And motivation is really the key here. What do you want? Ultimately, what do you want? We talk about human services. Many of us, deep in our hearts, what we want, for whatever group that we're serving, we want them to have the highest quality service. And there is a relationship between the quality of service that you provide your clients and your emotional intelligence. That's right. Because if you come into work and you've already had a fight with me, and we have to work together, and the first thing you say to me is, what's up? That's productivity decreasing, right? Because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to have some type of amygdala hijacking and go, what's up with you? Right? And then if we don't throw down, I'm just going to talk to like 15 other people about how you made me mad, right? And people steady calling and wanting some services. The heart loves happy. And we talked about that this morning. The research, if you Google Dr. Miller, cardiologist at the University of Maryland, you'll see this study. It's what he did. He took 40 non-smoking humans. 20 were women, 20 were men. He measured their blood vessels. He got a before measure, you know, the pre-test, post-test. He measured the before and the after. He had his participants watch either 15 minutes of the first 15 minutes of Saving Private Ryan, or 15 minutes of comedy. And then he remeasured the blood vessels. And what he found was 22% expansion, more flow in the blood vessels of those who laughed. Isn't that cool? Mm-hmm. Right? But it was 35% constriction for those who watched Saving Private Ryan. It's constricting the blood flow. And then we don't want that, do we? We want flow. So, another exercise. On the count of 3, we're just going to laugh out loud. Y'all ready? All right. 1, 2, 3. Laugh out loud. laugh that you're doing yourself a favor, won't you? Man, this is good. What else is funny? Again, I want to keep going back to what is free. So you're having a bad day or a good day? I'm happy. I am happy. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. I am active, attractive, and in demand. I am my perfect body weight. Right? So I heard somebody say it. I wasn't going to say it, but I am a money magnet. I didn't come up with this. I'm a money magnet. Just imagine yourself as a big magnet. Money loves me, and I love money, right? You really can start building a new relationship with money by having affirmations about money. Don't be scared. I mean, even if you don't get the money, you're happy when you say it. I bet you that. I love money. Money loves me. Yeah, one more time around the lake, right? Really, once you get down to it, all that kind of scary stuff comes up, but underneath it's just light. And when you get to the light, baby, it's nothing like light. And that's the good. I mean, because really what you are is just this beautiful, unconditional, radiant being. That's what you are. And when you sit, it'll come to you. I can say that, but you have to sit with it.